When people say they are in love, they often believe they are experiencing unconditional love. However, in most cases, relationships do not work as expected. They fail to bring lasting happiness. Why is that? What is the true meaning of unconditional love? And when is it truly possible? Let us take a moment to reflect. Love, as most people experience it, is a sweetness of emotion felt within. It is a beautiful, exuberant feeling that seems to be stimulated by someone else. But pause for a moment and ask yourself, does love truly come from another person? Or does it arise within you? Many believe that love is something that exists in the air between two individuals, but that is not the case. Love happens within you. The presence of another person may trigger this emotion, but the experience itself is entirely yours. Have you ever noticed how, when you are in love, the world around you seems to change? The flowers bloom brighter, the birds sing sweeter, and even the clouds move more gracefully. But what has actually changed? Nothing outside of you, only your perception. It is your own exuberance that makes the world look more beautiful. This realization is powerful because it means that love does not depend on external circumstances. If love is an internal experience, why should it require a trigger? Why should you need someone else to stimulate this emotion within you? This is where personal growth comes in. Imagine waking up every morning feeling joyous, loving, and full of life, without any external reason. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Most people, however, are like push-start machines. Have you ever seen an old car that needed a push to start? People would park it on a slope so that in the morning, they wouldn't struggle to get it running. But today, technology has advanced. Modern cars start with the push of a button, and some even start remotely. What if we could upgrade ourselves in the same way? Instead of waiting for someone else to ignite our joy, what if we could generate it from within? This is what true emotional and spiritual growth is about, becoming a self-start machine. If joy, love, and exuberance are generated from within, relationships become about sharing, not about seeking. And this is the key to unconditional love. In relationships, there are two approaches. One is to extract something from another person, be it happiness, security, or validation. The other is to share from a place of abundance. If a person enters a relationship expecting the other to be the source of their happiness, disappointment is inevitable. People change, circumstances shift, and the expectations we place on others often go unmet. However, if we enter a relationship with the intention of sharing rather than taking, then love becomes a joyful experience rather than a demanding one. Consider the relationships around you. How many people who once claimed to be deeply in love end up bitter and resentful? Why does this happen? Not because love is flawed, but because the foundation was built on the wrong expectation. The idea that someone else is responsible for our happiness. True love does not seek to extract, it seeks to share. When love is about sharing, it flourishes. When it is about taking, it becomes a burden. Let me illustrate this with a simple story. One evening, a man was walking in the park. As the sun set, he noticed a young woman sitting alone on a bench. He sat down beside her, then moved slightly closer. The woman shifted away. After a few moments, he inched closer again, and she moved further. Eventually, with no more space left, she had nowhere else to go. Sensing the moment, the man dropped to his knees and professed his love. The timing was perfect. The sun was setting, the atmosphere was romantic, and the woman, moved by the moment, accepted his declaration. However, just as she was embracing the idea of love, the man looked at his watch, stood up, and said, "I need to go. My wife is waiting for me." This may seem like a joke, but it reflects a common reality. Many people use the words, "I love you," as a means to get something, be it emotional security, physical intimacy, or even financial benefits. Love in such cases becomes a tool for personal gain rather than a sincere expression of the heart. True love, however, is different. It is not about seeking, it is about giving. It is about experiencing joy and then sharing that joy. If you become the source of your own happiness, your relationships will naturally be fulfilling. But if you expect someone else to make you happy, disappointment is inevitable. The world is filled with people searching for love, hoping to find someone who will complete them. But why seek completion from another when wholeness can be found within? When you cultivate joy, love, and peace within yourself, you attract relationships that are fulfilling rather than draining. Think about the people you enjoy being around the most. Are they the ones who constantly complain, who seek validation, or who drain your energy? Or are they the ones who are naturally joyful, who uplift others, and who radiate positivity? If you want to have loving and fulfilling relationships, you must first become that kind of person yourself. Love is not something you find. It is something you become. When you become love, when you become joy, and when you become the source of your own happiness, life takes on a different quality. Relationships cease to be about need and become about celebration. Instead of seeking love, you will find that love surrounds you. So, what is the path forward? How can one cultivate this inner joy and love? The answer lies in self-awareness. Take time each day to reflect on your emotions. Observe how external factors influence your mood. Recognize that joy and misery come from within, and take responsibility for your emotional state. Engage in practices that nurture your inner well-being, be it meditation, mindfulness, or acts of kindness. As you develop inner joy, you will no longer seek love as a means to fill a void, but as an expression of your overflowing heart. Life should be lived with joy, not as a transaction of needs. Love should be an offering, not a demand. If we shift our perspective from seeking to sharing, our relationships will flourish, and our hearts will remain light. So, my friends, the question is, do you want to be a push-start machine, dependent on external factors for happiness? Or do you want to be a self-start machine, overflowing with love and joy from within? The choice is yours. And now, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on these perspectives? Share your experiences in the comments below. If you found this insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking discussions. Until next time, stay conscious, stay balanced, and build relationships that truly matter. Thank you.